Hello there. I like to talk and yap about many things. This is my first long video format since I usually make shorts. What inspired me to make this video is the Stop Killing Games movement, because I have a topic in mind that tackles two things I often yap about and would go as far as to say I'm a massive advocate for. 1. Optimization. 2. Removal of games from being available for purchase. Let me speak about optimization first. I don't want to come here and finger point blame at the developers, publishers, or whatever else behind the scenes could be responsible for this, because literally, we don't know whose fault it is. But for a good while now, games are no longer optimized for everyone. As much as we can praise PC gaming, it's literally not optimized well for mid or low-end users, because they make them with high-end users in mind. And ironically, even those with the beefiest gear still experience performance issues on PC. But again, this is a long topic, and I want to stay focused on the core reason here. Removal of game versions that were optimized in exchange for an edition of a game. I hate any edition of a game, because there's this practice going on. Once they release an edition, rest assured they will remove the older version from stores. For example, Rockstar Games removed the original versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas from stores, and forced you to buy only the definitive edition of them. Versions of the games that now need better gear to run, when the original versions could probably run on a calculator. People need to advocate for having options, and stop letting corporations limit your choices. Because every time I point this out, all I get back is, what can you do? It is what it is. Stop crying. And that exact attitude is why corporations feel more and more comfortable pushing it. That's why Ubisoft is currently one of the most evil companies out there. Literally, think about every edition of a game. I remember my very first experience being upset about this. I wanted to replay Devil May Cry 4 on my laptop. When I got the game, it ran slow and my laptop was struggling. I was puzzled because I remembered playing this very same game back then perfectly fine with good FPS. Until I realized this is the special edition and it forces you to have higher specs. So I thought, whatever, let me just get the version that works better on my laptop. And to my shock, I realized Capcom fully removed it. You literally can't buy it. Every company is basically telling you, boo-hoo, stop using ancient gear, buy better gear. My issue here is knowing the version I could run perfectly well exists, and the company just stripped us from it for whatever reason, and you're literally willing to pay for it. They're literally making piracy the only option for you to get a game that could run on your PC. And this practice is still going to this day. Rest assured, whatever game releases now will eventually get removed when they release whatever edition. Now the already demanding game will demand even more specs. There are many games I wanted to revisit and notice this practice going on, which got me into this rabbit hole of finding pages of original versions. Assassin's Creed 3, the GTA Trilogy, Darksiders 2, and even GTA 5 now has a legacy version. I'm frankly shocked Rockstar didn't pull an evil move and force people who owned the legacy version to buy the game all over again. So props given when it's due. Look, I assume you all get the point. To make it clear, I don't hate special editions for existing. I hate what they represent, which is the removal of the original from stores. They should stay. If people buy them, that's good, that's profit. But this scummy tactic of removing the original to maximize profit on a new edition is very harmful. Because there are so many people out there who don't have nuclear-powered computers to play games they used to run perfectly fine years ago. But again, the suits never listen. I'm not sure if this sort of thing is directly related to the Stop Killing Games movement, but it personally made me think about this situation I've had a problem with for a while. But speaking of the movement, consider checking it out. I left a link in the description for the petition to be signed, only if you're a European citizen though. And shout out to Accursed Farms for doing this. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I might consider making more long format videos in the future, so do consider liking and subscribing. For now, I hope you're all having a nice day. Peace out.